The top 10 best teams in the world right now. Who are they and how many of them play in the Premier League? Helping me explore exactly who are the top 10 best teams currently around. It's a wonderful Turkish. Make sure that you subscribe to Turkish's YouTube channel. You will find a link in the description below. And of course, we're partnered on this video. This could be a bit of fun, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Best teams around right now.
It's a difficult list to produce.
Because you have to factor in, you almost have to see it in the future. You have to factor in the new managers, the new players, the new approach, how they're going to be next season, and try and predict who are the best teams right now.
Recent history as well.
Recent history, absolutely.
It depends what weighs heavier in your opinion. This is just, I think 10 to 6 is more opinion-based, and then 1 to 5 is more factual.
Yeah. In 10th?
Back to front. 10th, I got Villa.
And Villa are in my list.
Yeah, I've got Aston Villa 10th.
I've got Aston Villa 9th, so we should discuss them now.
Yeah, they deserve their slot. Recent history, they've won, you know.
They're reigning Europe, a champion of a European trophy.
Yeah. And they're stable, quality manager. They've lost quality players, but they've brought in quality players too. So it's a risk putting them there because of the changes that's happened personnel-wise. But I think, for example, they've lost Tielemans, quality player, but they brought in Manzambi, who's a quality player, or looks to be.
So they will win games. Yeah, Manzambi's a great signing.
Yeah.
I think Kamara in the midfield, excellent player. Yeah. Ollie Watkins, as much as I don't rate him as highly as everyone else, proven Premier League goal scorer. Yeah, Emi Martinez, brilliant goalkeeper. Like do you know what? It almost all pales into insignificance because of Unai Emery.
Yeah.
Some would argue, I wouldn't, but some would argue he's best manager in the league.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
So yeah, I think it's fair to put Villa in this list. And when I was thinking it feels a little bit extreme, you know, Villa are in the Champions League. They ended up playing a number of notable European sides. I would back them to win. If they ended up playing Napoli, I'd back them to win. If they ended up playing Como, I'd back them to win. If they ended up playing Atletico Madrid, I'd back them to win.
Yeah, they've shown themselves to be a solid outfit, good football, quality managed. Even the other day, PSG Super Cup.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, they did well.
They did well. They was you could say unlucky, but they put up a fight against
PSG.
Opinion, the best out there.
Okay, so we've both got Villa. You've got them in 10th. I've got them in 9th. In 10th, I've actually got Chelsea.
You snuck Chelsea. I had Chelsea there.
I don't know if I've snuck us in. I was trying to be fair.
Yeah, no, you was. And I had you there as well. I had you above Man United.
That proves that it's not completely lunacy from me.
Yeah, I had you above Man United because of your squad, your manager, and just what I think you can produce. But then when I thought about Villa, I had to knock you and Man United down, and that knocked you both off the list completely. For me, it's Liverpool in 9th, but you've got Chelsea in there, so we'll start with Chelsea.
Yeah,
it's more hoping that everything clicks, and if it does, looking at what you've got and the manager you've got, then it should bode well.
Yeah, I think so. Also, you know, when you think about the personnel, the players, and I know that this is sort of the riches of the Premier League and the money sloshing around the Premier League, and I don't even like it, a lot of it. It doesn't sit with the way that I see football, but Chelsea's... If you want to compare Chelsea to Dortmund's side, like, how many players? Like, you know, when it becomes 100 million, when you write down 100 million, how many numbers is that? On 9 figures.
Yeah.
Right. How many players are in the Chelsea setup that cost 9 figures? So many.
Quite a few.
So many. Yeah. Like, I don't want to do it this way, but there is a reason why English clubs keep doing very well in Europe. Yeah. There is a reason why English clubs are perennially in the finals of all competitions, winning trophies at all levels of European competition because of the money in the Premier League. And therefore, it's not nuts to have a lot of English sides in this.
It's hard for you to prove your worth on this list because you've only got the one game a week on all European football this year. So, you know, it's one of
the manager.
That's why that he plays a big factor.
Yeah.
Because if he clicks with the players you have at your disposal, you mentioned it on a previous video, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And I think you look at the landscape of football now, there's a handful of elite sides. Everything else is trying to work it out.
Yeah.
And that's where you're at right now. So listen, the list is a difficult list to produce. I wouldn't have put Chelsea there. They just missed out, but I get it.
So I'm Chelsea 10th, Villa 9th. You're Villa 9th, Liverpool, did you say?
Yeah, Villa
10th, Liverpool 9th.
Yeah.
See, I've got Liverpool a bit higher. I think Liverpool can have a good season. I know I'm in the minority saying this. I know people are talking about Liverpool and, you know, not enough going on and there's panic stations. Like, you know when you have one mate who represents a club, like the person I spend loads of time with is Ade Oladipo.
Yeah.
he's a Liverpool fan, and his approach to Liverpool will naturally impact me because I talk to him about it all the time. He's panicked. Okay. So there's not enough signings, there's not enough going on. Like, who's going to play here? We need to sign 5 players.
Grizz is doing the same on the
Is he?
6. Yeah. So.
Once you've got that, but when I look at it, like if I try and subtract Grizz, Addy from my reckoning, I just think they got great players.
Yeah. And
a manager that I rate so highly, and then an institution built on winning.
Everything I said about you in terms of looking at your squad, looking at the manager, if it clicks, that applies to Liverpool at a higher level because they've got winners there as well.
Yeah.
They've got players that have, coped with the different competitions, coped with a title race and so on. So I think Liverpool have gone under the radar. I'm not sure how genuine their fans are being with the panic. Is it to go under the radar even further? Because me and you done a video recently for another channel that'll come out whenever it comes out. But we predicted they finish quite high in the league because it is going to be a messy league this season, in my opinion.
So this time last year, they were champions. That means something. Like the institution, even if you think that it's all gone a bit wrong under Arne Slot, which it obviously did, the institution is a winning institution. 100%. So many players that are still there. Like, you want to complain about the midfield. It's the midfield that won the league.
Going back to young player of the season, Szoboszlai even turned up last season. You've got McAllister in their World Cup winner. Yes, he's been stale, but maybe that was Slot. Everything became stale with Slot. So maybe Iraola brings out another McAllister.
Absolutely.
They've got. This ain't mentioning their 200 million players. Wirtz, if Iraola gets 50% more out. Isak. On his day, he's still top 5 strikers in this world.
When Ekitike's fit.
I forgot about him.
Yeah. So no, I'm with you. Who have you got in 8th?
I've got Inter Milan.
Got Inter in there.
Yeah.
Christian Kivu's boys. I liked him as a player, man.
Yeah. He typified that era. He was one of them players, Christian Kivu. I think Serie A champions, Champions League finalists not too long ago. Yeah. Lautaro Martinez leads the line. I like him. I think he's a good striker.
If Inter Milan and Mkhitaryan came up against Carrick's Man United, who do you think wins?
I think Inter have more about them.
Do you think?
Yeah, I just think they can lock up shop and get the job done.
You're probably right.
They're 2 years off a Champions League final.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You are probably right. People will always comment that I'm too skewed towards Premier League.
I don't watch Serie A either, so they might have been chopped and changed since that Champions League final. All I know is they're Serie A champions.
Yeah.
In Europe, they've been flying the flag for Italy.
Yeah, they've been in 2 Champions League finals relatively recently, haven't they? Yeah.
I'd include them in the list. It was hard to position them where because Serie A has fallen off so much over the years. But I put them above Liverpool because I think 2 legs, who wins? I think Inter Milan, probably if I base it off Liverpool last season. And Inter Milan, Aston Villa. Again, Aston Villa could do something. It's tight games on paper. But I just think Inter Milan have more about them.
Yeah. I've got Man United next. Man United in 8th.
Okay, that's... Yeah, they're not in my list at all.
Yeah. I've put them above Chelsea, almost out of respect. They qualify for the Champions League. They did it at a canter in the end. And we didn't. Yeah, I think we beat them when we played them. And I think we finished above them. But I have to give them the respect. They're in the Champions League. Liverpool are in the Champions League. We're not. So I've kind of given them that. But I think Manchester United, again, I'm probably looking at this completely wrong. But when I look at what Carrick did, if I was a Man United fan, if Lampard had come into Chelsea last year when say, McFarlane did, and we had pretty much smashed everyone in that period, qualified for the Champions League, beaten our biggest rivals, won at the Emirates, beaten Chelsea, beaten Liverpool, beaten Man City. Like, I would be going, oh my God.
Yeah. They've been there before, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
A couple managers have done that.
That is true.
And do
you think they have a good season, Man United?
No. They finished 3rd last season. I don't think comparatively they have a good season now. Because even if you talk to United fans, they're struggling to talk up their sides higher than 3rd. They might say 2nd.
Yeah.
What is the jump? Where is the jump? Santos, Tielemans. I just don't see enough there. I mean, I look at Chelsea's business and I look at Man City's business and Tottenham's business, and I think you've all done better business than them. So.
Would the argument be the Benjamin Sesko, Brian Mbeumo, Mateus Cunha all now have a year extra under their...
True. They've all got quality in their own rights. And Mbeumo, I'm a massive fan. Cunha's cold on his day. Sesko, young striker, scored 11 first season, non-penalty, whatever it is. Yeah, I forget about them. There's another year under their belts, another year too. But I just didn't see, when you go into a season looking back at, all right, they've had a year under their belt. What did we see towards the end of last season from them? I didn't see anything to be worried about. I didn't see them clicking. Carrick got them winning, but I think the front three doesn't quite complement each other like how on paper individually you might think it does.
Okay. I had Manchester United in 8.
So you ain't got Inter, I ain't got Man United. So that's the key. That's the difference here. Okay, cool.
Okay. Who have you got in 7?
I put Atletico Madrid there. They're just always there. They're always a thorn in the Champions League.
So uninspired by Atletico Madrid against you. They get so underwhelmed by it. They were everything that I thought they were. They weren't. Everything that they're supposed to be. Diego Godin and everything that they're supposed to be. Snarling, horrible.
Game, they gave us a
You were never not winning. You were never ever not winning.
They had that chance where it was an open goal. Was it Alvarez and Gabriel? On another day, a ref gives a penny for that. What I mean? It was a very tight 2-legged affair.
Was it?
It was tight. Well, you know what? I'm an Arsenal fan, so maybe living through it was a bit more.
Maybe,
tense affair, but
I would say they played you 3 times. You battered them 4-0, and then when I was really hoping, I just don't think they turned. I watched that game, and look, I'm not watching it with the fear that you are. I'm not watching it with the desperation that you are.
Yeah.
I just thought that you were so much better than them both. And what they didn't do was equalise it. You know what they should be, in my head, is snarling, horrible.
Yeah, they're not that.
They're not that. Yeah, like, what they've always been is as hateful as you can be with an elite level forward.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They just weren't.
They wasn't.
They just weren't that.
Don't forget, they knocked out Barcelona, though. The round before.
They did, and maybe they did. Maybe they demonstrated
will be in our top 5s.
Barcelona, I think, are going to have a very good season.
So I think they still got something about them. They actually smacked Barcelona in the Copa del Rey as well, or they smacked them 4-0 or 4-1.
Yeah, they did.
So they got results here and there. They're always there or thereabouts up there in La Liga. I think they're solid. I think if they come up against Inter, Liverpool, Villa, I'd pick Atletico to get the job done. Yeah, that's why I put them there.
Okay.
And I love Simeone. I just think as a manager, he's never got the ratings he fully deserves, but he's never left his nest either.
Can I say something then about Simeone, which is not going to age well, and it's not going to get... If it gets clipped, I get absolutely panned. But the geezer's lost every massive game that he's supposed to have. Every time. And I like Atletico Madrid. I love Madrid as a city. It's genuinely top 3 cities in Europe, in my opinion. Maybe my favourite to visit. I love going there. I love it. Like, my mate that I organised... My best mate, Stag Do, was there because I wanted to go, right? I just think it's a flawless city, Madrid. Absolutely wonderful people, wonderful.
I agree.
And I like Atletico. Mate.
Stadium too.
I'm so bored of, both of them. Like the old Calderon was, I remember going there when Aguero scored against us, and that was an Atletico Madrid team. You know what I mean?
Typical.
Aguero scored his volley, mate. Unreal. Yeah. And the new ground I like, I went there. Batshuayi scored a winner for us there. I went just too far out. The other one was right in the middle. This was far out. But, mate, every single game where Simeone, when I've wanted... So I remember watching the Champions League final.
Yeah.
And I really wanted him to win it. For some reason, I had it in for Madrid. Really wanted him to win it. And it's Sergio Ramos. And you're like, mate.
Hold on a couple of minutes.
Mate, come on.
You're
obviously
right.
against you, I'm watching them. I'm desperate for them to win against you. I didn't think they turned up, really. Like, every single time he's meant to have done it, Simeone. I feel like they haven't, but obviously now someone's going to go, what are you talking about? Here's a million examples of him actually getting over.
They're only here because of him, though. The era they've had with him as manager is their most successful period. 2 La Ligas, 2 Europa Leagues, the Champions League final losses. This is all quite a while ago now, but if you look at the landscape of football now and how difficult, we're all finding in the league to get a striker in a winger in of real quality. How can we expect Atletico to still have the Fernando Torres, the Aguero, the Forlans?
It's endless. Like, you know,
none about.
Do you know what though? It's they've always had that. Like you've listed the icons.
Yeah.
But I remember Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank scoring a bundle for him. You know, it's like it's the players that you almost forget that played for them. Yeah. So how have you always done?
David Villa won the league.
Exactly.
Jackson Martinez didn't work, but you know what they tried. I just think the landscape of football now is working against all of us in some way, shape or form, and there is no magic out there.
I love Atletico Madrid. Do you know what? I've got them.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how much I love Atletico Madrid, and I haven't even put them on my list. I feel like I've given Simeone a rough ride here as well.
I think maybe. So Atletico, Chelsea. You think Chelsea pit for Atletico then?
Yeah, I do now.
Yeah, now.
We beat them on the way to. We beat them when we won the Champions League recently. You know, like we do now.
Okay.
Okay. But
so that's my 7th.
That's your 7th. In 7, I have Liverpool.
We spoke about.
Which we spoke about. In 6, I've got Man City.
Same, Man City. So we agreed on 2.
And do you know what I nearly did? I nearly put them a lot lower for what I expect for them next season.
Yeah.
I've kind of done this out of...
It's a balance of things.
Yeah.
Recent history on one side, what you think's going to come on the other side, and what we think is hard to...
Yeah.
It's hard
Next year, it's the first year in a decade where I don't think they win the Champions League.
Yeah.
I've always thought they're capable of winning it, right? Next year, I don't think they.
Yeah.
I don't think they will.
Fully over.
Yeah, Arsenal are way more likely to win the Champions League next year than Man City. Yeah. Way more, which is something I don't think I've ever said in my whole life before.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, this is a new brand new sentence, isn't it? Arsenal are way more likely to win the European Cup next year than Man City.
Yeah, I completely agree. For me, they're kind of default 6th as well.
Yeah,
you can't discredit what they've done. They've been the best team in this country for a long, long time now. In terms of totality, last era, 10 years. Yes, they've fallen off in the last couple of years. The Champions League shows that too. They got dumped out by Madrid last year, I want to say.
Yeah.
And that's a Madrid team that they
were lucky as well to even get that game.
Yeah. So for me, Man City are there by default, but at the same time, I think that this season will go a long way in will they break back into that top 5 or will they fall back into the pack of Chelsea and I agree.
So we both got them in 6. In 5th, I've got Bayern Munich.
In 5th, I've got Real Madrid.
Yeah, I'm conditioned to believe
Real Madrid are above.
Yeah, and I love Mourinho.
I mean, I think Mourinho's past it. I'd be very surprised if that works out over there.
I also love Bernardo Silva.
I love the character, the profile, but he was an op on the pitch for us, so I don't like.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. Listen, it's going to be hit or miss with Jose. I'd be very surprised if he manages to do something special there. He's self-proclaimed special one, so he might pull it out. He's done harder, more difficult things in the past. But Real are not the Real we once knew, and the players they got, I don't believe Jose gets the best out of that attack.
It's not difficult though. It's not difficult to imagine them, Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., new contract. It's not difficult to imagine them under Mourinho winning the European Cup.
Of course. But that's not difficult. They're top 5, yeah. That's why they're default top 5. But you look at last couple of years for them, there's no clout from those last couple of years that we can add to this conversation. It's based off of history, heritage, expectation, personnel.
And 2 of the best players in the world, though.
Yeah.
And 2 of the best players. And like Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, almost anything's possible.
That's why City are sick. If City didn't have Haaland,
yeah,
9, 10 off this list.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you've got a generation of players like Real Madrid do, you're there by default.
I had Bayern Munich in 5th. What do you think? Too low?
I had them high. I had them 3rd. I just think Champions League semi-finalists last year, Champions League semi-finalists the year before. They're not. Did they make the final year? No, semi.
Oh, semi 2 years in a row.
So 2 years in a row.
Kane both times.
You look at the quality of players they have. You look at the way they play football.
I just don't rate the Bundesliga as enough of a... I don't think it's a tough enough league.
It's not.
It's not a tough enough league.
In the Champions League, which is where I will get the ratings from. They've stood up to many a test over the last couple of years.
That's true. That's true.
They've fallen at the final hurdle.
Yeah. They had that amazing game. Was it Barcelona? Do you remember that amazing game?
Yeah, that was it. 5-4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. I just don't think... Yeah, they probably could. Maybe I've got them too low. Maybe they could be above... No, they're not above Real Madrid. I'm sticking with it. They're not above... Bayern Munich are in 5th. In 4th, I've got Barcelona.
In 4th, I've got Barcelona.
I think they could have an amazing season.
So do I. If they sign Rodri...
Oh, my God.
Rodri...
Good manager as well, Flick.
Yeah.
Good manager, Flick.
Years.
Imagine that, Pedri, Gavi, Rodri.
Yeah, Yamal
on one side.
Rafinha
Yeah. And in the back line, they've got such a good back line as well. Kabasi.
Kabasi's a gem. He's a real gem.
Proper.
Nowhere, just solid. Barcelona, the thing about Barcelona and Real Madrid is you always expect them to be special.
Yeah.
So the last couple of years, even though Barca won La Liga and whatnot and got deep into the Champions League, it feels like that Rodri signing will take them over the line to be Champions League semi-finalists / finalists, potential winners. So it all banks on the Rodri signing for me. The Rodri signing can push them up this list.
I think Rodri, suddenly you're looking at them winning the European Cup.
Yeah, you put them in that shout for sure.
Yeah, Yamal, Rodri, Kabasi. Sure. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I agree actually. So let's do just a quick recap.
Yeah.
In 5, Bayern Munich.
Real Madrid.
In 4, Barcelona. In 3,
Bayern Munich.
Real Madrid.
Yep.
Which means we've got the same top 2, I assume.
We should do, yeah.
Have we got it in the same order?
We should do. I'm a fair man.
Number 1 is Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, they beat us in the Champions League final. They beat us in the semi-final.
Just won the Super Cup,
Ballon d'Or winner. The talent in abundance.
Yeah.
I'd take 3-4 of their attackers at Arsenal Football Club. So
yeah. When you play that game with this Paris Saint-Germain team, you start wondering, don't you? Like, how good are they legacy-wise?
Yeah.
You start going, is Luis Enrique created? Like the team that Luis Enrique created where he won the treble in Spain was amazing.
Crazy.
And you start looking at this one and you're like, okay, Vitinha is arguably the best midfielder in the world. Jean Neves, at what he does, is arguably the best in the world. Dembele officially was the best in the world. Barcola Doué coming through, our future potential best in the world.
Kvaratskhelia is best.
Kvaratskhelia is literally the best in the world in his position. It's unbelievable.
And Enrique is the best manager.
And Enrique is definitely the best manager in the world.
Proving it now a couple of times in a row. Took PSG to the promised land.
Do you think they could do 3 in a row European Cups?
Of course they can. In this climate, of course they can. I mean, who's their biggest contenders? Arsenal. Listen,
Arsenal
are one this season.
Arsenal, definitely.
Yeah, Bayern Munich, you'd say, is another.
Yeah.
But have Arsenal and Bayern Munich improved enough to close that gap? Probably not. PSG seem to be dealing with the Barcola matter well. If they get Mika Götze in, Ferran Torres, who I don't rate much, but in Liga, when you use...
So, when you've won your country the World Cup, you suddenly become something else. You become... know the way Arsenal became... Arteta, he's become something else.
Yeah.
I think Ferran Torres, he just won his team the World Cup. I remember when Frank Leboeuf won the World Cup with France and he came back to Chelsea and it was different. Like, I remember he's different.
Aura is the word they use now.
Aura,
There's a certain confidence that comes with that.
Yeah, I think PSG... it doesn't mean you win the European Cup. Of course it doesn't. It goes wrong one night, it's over.
Yeah.
But they are so clearly the best team in the world, aren't they?
They are.
But I also think, if you were to draw lines, I think Paris Saint-Germain are the best team in the world, and basically it's inarguable. Look, you could argue to me, so I said Chelsea are 10th. You could so easily argue that Atletico Madrid should be in this list, and I hold my hands up.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not wedded to my list at all. Do you know where I just can't argue with anyone? If you belong in Broadmoor, if you don't say Paris Saint-Germain, and I draw a line, Paris Saint-Germain are the best.
Yeah.
I then think it's you. I think Paris Saint-Germain are so clearly the best team in the world. Nobody could beat them when it really matters. I then think Arsenal are so clearly the second best team in the world.
But it's closer. I think it's PSG, clear, line drawn, then it's Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Barcelona in some way, shape or form.
Yeah.
Rodri, Barcelona.
See, I'd put Real Madrid knocking on that door as well.
I just
think you're better than them all, though.
Yeah, no, I think we are too. I mean, it's been over the last couple of years kind of proven in some way, shape or form, but it's so close and tight between us that I'm not too sure what Bayern have done this summer. If Barcelona do get Rodri over the line, then these things can swing.
Yeah.
They can swing it.
Yeah, and I guess the key, does it click for Mourinho?
That's the big question. Because if it clicks, that means they're winning stuff. Because that's what he does.
That's what he does, yeah.
If it clicks, they're winning stuff. And that's La Liga, Champions League we're talking about.
Yeah, I agree. But we're in no doubt Paris Saint-Germain are the best team.
100%, no doubt.
Turkish, always a joy to talk football with you, mate. Appreciate you finding the time. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Really hope you've enjoyed it. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Give it a like if you've enjoyed it, and make sure that you subscribe to Turkish's YouTube channel. We've partnered on this video, and his link is in the description below. We'll see you all in a bit. Ta-da.
Peace.